3 of the DBO Diaries. We are here in Glasgow for our event days with over 100 dance business owners from inside our community. Come along and see what we get up to. There will be lots of learning, lots of growth, lots of connections in the room, and we are so excited to see what comes in the next few days.
I've just finished my session on building a high performance team, and it's been such a valuable and insightful session. It's been really nice to see different sort of DBOs working together. We've got people that have got really established teams, but then we've also got people who are maybe starting out on building the team and nurturing. So it was really nice to see people collaborating and sort of working together and problem solving, and yeah, just really good vibes.
So, yes, we are at our Glasgow events, and this is Cheryl. Cheryl is one of our dance business owners. Cheryl has been in our community for a year now.
Yeah.
Pretty much a year. But it's your first sort of big event. I know we've seen you at some of the smaller events, but it would be nice to see how you're finding today.
I'm really loving it. It's just so, like when I arrived, everybody gave me this really big warm welcome as I came in, because it's really strange how you kind of get to know people even though you're talking on Zoom.
Yeah.
So every week we talk on Zoom, but yet they gave me hugs, and it was really, really, really lovely.
Good, and it feels friendly and
Beyond,
nice.
yeah.
Love that. Also, if you could just share maybe what's been the biggest thing for you since joining our community in the last year, because I know you already had a successful business.
So yeah, you've given me quick wins, Louise, as well, because there were things that I felt really uncomfortable about. So money and charging appropriately was something I felt really uncomfortable about, and I have had the courage since joining the community to price our classes appropriately. And we've also introduced a membership fee, and those two relatively small things, they felt huge, and they really have made a big impact, but I don't think I would have done that had I not have joined the community.
Okay. Love it. And was it just a shift in your mindset to help you do that? Or because I know that people watching, when they watch the vlog, they'll think, I'd love to increase my prices, I would love to add a membership fee, but there's just a resistance there. So what changed for you?
We introduced it slowly, so we started with the trial customers, and because the trial customers were receiving it quite happily, and they were kind of going, okay, so we have to pay a membership fee, and then we get our first month subscription, and it was like water off a duck's back. So we realised that actually it wasn't such a big thing. We were building it up to be, or I was building it up to be a big thing. So yeah.
Love that. And if you could sum up the mastermind or the community in one word, what would it be?
Collaborative.
Love it. Amazing.
Oh, very sorry, I need to speak into the mic.
So your show weekend is coming up. The fact that you're even here at the event, taking 2 days out of your business.
I actually feel very calm, which is
good.
Yeah.
I just think, again, that's such a good lesson, because so many people, when they want to join our community or come to events, they think they can't because they're too busy, there's too much going on.
But if you're doing the work beforehand, really the week should be fairly calm. It's just the little kind of bits
it
that you have to iron out.
Too stressful. And what you just said there before we came on camera, share that with us.
Yes, so it's the show, we did one last year in the same theatre, obviously not having put in place things like VIP spaces, and we've done all of that this year, and we pretty much doubled our income stream from last year, which has been absolutely incredible. We did all the numbers this week, and I was so happy. My business partner, who isn't part of this, but she was very happy, and she's excited as well. So yeah, we put in place things like VIP seats and all the gift bags and everything. We upped our prices on the performance fees and stuff, because actually we found that what we were paying for them to have, we were doing like wristbands, like performance wristbands and badges and stuff like that, which was all lovely, and the kids love it. But ultimately it was coming out of our pockets. So we've put everything up, and we've not had a single complaint. Everyone's been so happy with the service that they've been given as well. So
because do you not think that when you charge appropriately, you can give a better service?
Yeah, 100%. And it allows us to kind of do the things that we want to do. And yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, and I think people think that increasing prices, whether it's tickets or performance fees, is going to scare people off, but actually it helps with your retention.
Yeah,
because you make the experience so much better. You're not trying to do everything on a budget.
No.
And parents can feel that.
Yeah, and it makes them feel, especially with like things like VIP tickets and stuff like that, it makes them feel really included. Like they've loved it. The feedback has been brilliant.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. And what would you say has been your biggest win then? That's a massive win, but what's been the biggest win for you since joining the community?
Just getting clear on systems, and I've grown my team quite a lot as well, and that's been really amazing in me being able to like step back from the teaching and not doing all the things that really drain my battery, and being able to put them into the things that help grow the business and the things that I really enjoy, which is talking to parents and, you know, making the community around the dance school, not just teaching, lesson planning and stuff like that.
Answering emails.
Yeah, it's allowed me to step back from that and do all of the other things, and the rest of the team now also know exactly what they're doing as well, which has been great.
Love that. And we've got one more session to finish off today's event. I would love to know what's been the biggest thing you're taking away from today so far. We've covered quite a lot of, we talked leadership, numbers, we've talked team, we've talked marketing, but what's the biggest sort of action step you're going to go away from today with?
So mine is actually to do with team as well. I set up some like one-to-ones at the beginning of the year, and I've kind of only been doing them yearly, but it's been really nice talking about how to like communicate with your team more, and I don't feel sometimes I do that very well. So, you know, doing maybe more one-to-ones and having like an open stream of communication with my teachers, I think is going to be kind of a really big next step for me.
Love that. And if anyone watching this was considering joining our community, would you say yes or no?
Absolutely.
Of course. It would have been a bit awkward if she said no.
Imagine.
No, don't.
Sorry.
No, that's amazing. I love that about your show though at the weekend.
And it's all thanks to you guys, so thank you.
Oh, but you've done the work.
Yeah. Thank you.
Of our event days. It's been an amazing day, mostly seeing some breakthroughs in the room, lots of people realising what they need to do to step into their next level of growth. We've just finished the day and now we're all getting wrapped up, ready to go to the IDS event. They're hosting an event where we can go see their costumes, there's going to be drinks, there's going to be food, so come with us and see what we got. Last few hours here at the Spotlight event with IDS. We've got to see some of the fabulous costumes on display. We've got to connect and chat with all the dance business owners. And now, we're coming to the end of day one. Hopefully you can stay tuned and come with us tomorrow for event day 2 with our dance business owners. Of our event days. I'm excited to be back in the room with our dance business owners, really helping them know what to focus on as they go forward for the rest of this year into 2026. So come and join us.
Okay, tell us how you found the event today.
So I think for me it's been really eye-opening. I've got a team member this time and it's been eye-opening for her to see where I'm coming from, because I'm not always as good as to kind of get the ideas out of my head onto paper and then communicate that to somebody else. So it's good for somebody else to be here as well, to be like, oh, that's really good and I love this, see it from different perspectives.
And what kind of action steps do you feel like's been your biggest takeaway from today?
Team. Because I think we always think, oh, we've got a great team and everyone's on the same page, and then you actually sit back and reflect and you're like, no, we need to do more work on the team, because we're so focused on bringing new students in, but if the team aren't on board, it's gonna be a leaky bucket. We're gonna be bringing new on, but they're gonna be dropping off as well. And it works. We've got a team meeting on Monday, so we've got so much to implement for Monday, so they're gonna come away frazzled.
And can you tell me how long you've been in the mastermind, and then what you feel like the biggest change is in you since you've joined?
So I think I've been in the mastermind since December 24. And for me, it's just a complete mindset shift. Actually looking at it from a business point of view, I'm not just a dance teacher. It doesn't have to revolve around me. I don't have to teach every single student in the business for it to still grow and thrive and strive. I'm not that important. I'm not the only one in the whole entire world that can teach a good class.
And last one, can you sum up today in one word?
It would be inspiring.
Right, tell me about today, how it's been, and what's your biggest takeaway so far?
Biggest takeaway so far is that I need to learn to be a leader instead of a dance teacher. Like, I want to now create my team to be able to run the business, and I can just oversee.
And obviously when you joined the community, you were a really fresh new school.
Yeah.
So chat to me about the last year. What's the journey been like?
So I came in, literally I joined Louise as I was opening my school. 6 months in, I joined the mastermind. So already, like, because I joined as soon as I opened my school, the boundaries were set. Like, I've been quite lucky in the fact that my school knows no different now than me being a leader. And then since coming into the mastermind, I've levelled up even more, now creating a team, which I never thought I would be able to do before. So yeah, it's definitely been beneficial.
And what's been the biggest mindset shift in you?
That I'm not just a dance teacher, that I'm a business owner.
And can you sum up today in one word?
Sum up today in one word would be motivated.
Can you chat to me about the events and how you found it, please?
I have really liked all the different sessions that have been put on today, especially the one around finance, because numbers are not my forte.
So what do you think stood out for you the most to take away into your business?
Structuring better and having like a plan, like a more structured plan of stuff. It was nice to kind of put things down into like little categories rather than it being overwhelming. Having the tiny little categories to work through makes it a little bit easier to manage.
And obviously you've been to a few events now, so what do you think the difference is today compared to other events that you've been?
I think all of the events are really good in their own little ways, and I like that there's always something different to take away from them. There's never anything that's the same.
And can you sum up the events in one word?
Community.
And chat to me, you've been in the mastermind for how long, and then what's been the biggest change in your business since joining?
I can't remember how long I've been in the mastermind. A year? I think I've been a year in the mastermind.
Just
2 years
over
in the
a year,
academy. Yeah. And what was the question again?
What's been the biggest change in your business?
Personal growth.
In what way?
Because my business only grew because I grew. I didn't have any confidence coming into this, and because my confidence is built, my business is built with it. I didn't realise that was holding my business back, and it was just me. Oh, don't you set me up.
I still think back to see what the box had last year.
Yeah.
It makes me great thinking about it.
I know, I was saying that yesterday when they did the little wheel thing yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Because last year it was so bad, like my wheel was terrible, and I ended up in the toilet crying that whole time because Megan McGrory came out and did the whole thing, and I just couldn't handle like my emotions, and I left. That was so bad. And then this time I sat and I was like, wow, look at the difference in this wheel this year compared to last year, and it had totally changed. Like totally changed. Sorry, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's totally changed. It's been a massive, like the wee pictures that came up on Facebook this morning from last year's one. I was like, I don't know who that girl is, because that girl is not the same girl that's standing here, like going up there on the mastermind panel yesterday. It was huge. Like that, I would never have done that before, because that's standing in front of people, talking in front of people.
And be positive, like Louise was saying yesterday, we don't do that enough about ourselves.
Yeah.
Like celebrate the wins and be positive, but yeah, it's nice to reflect.
No, thanks, Peg.
So my name's Chloe and I work for the Star Project, but my first DBO day was 6 months ago, and that was when myself and Shannon and Joe basically had a big chat. The aim was sort of for me and Shannon to grow the business and get bigger and bigger, which I don't think would have happened if it wasn't for DBO. Louise and all of the team are just constantly pushing me and Shannon just to be better, and the goals that I set, I remember she came around 6 months ago and she was like, right, so what are your goals, personal and professional? And I put like, I want to get this much for the business, and she was like, right, now double it, and that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And we've got so much closer than, like, all of them just encourage us to think big, don't they? And it's like just stuff that we wouldn't have been able to do if we weren't here. And Joe always said to us, and Louise says, our first step is getting in the room, and that's what we did 6 months ago. And now we're just being held accountable on Zoom and coming here. That's what we've done. We've got in the room now, so it's like, how do we get better? And I've never been to anything like it. You see all the empowering women, don't you? And like looking across the room, and it's just everyone is in different positions, but that's what's so amazing about it, is that no one's quite the same, and you always find someone who can relate to you. Everyone's really supportive. I don't feel scared of standing up and talking in front of people, which I thought would be something that would be really scary, but because everyone's so supportive, there's always someone there that can relate to you in some way. And the team just always have the best surprises for us. Like, we come in and we're just so excited about everything. We've got matcha, we had sit and sit last night, and we've come away with 30 West End costumes that we got at the event last night, which again we wouldn't have been able to do if it wasn't for DBO. So it's just, you just come back and you just get a recharge like I just said to Shannon, like, we were looking for a recharge of our batteries. We were getting tired, things are getting a bit complacent, and we've come back here and we're like, yeah, let's go again. It's amazing. We're just ready to go.
How much I've grown personally in the last 6 months is down to the DBO team and my boss. Working together, all of us working together all the time, we just push each other out of our comfort zones, and that goes for everybody in the DBO. That goes for my boss in Canada, and that goes for the DBO team. They're constantly pushing everyone to reach new levels, to dream bigger, to be bigger. And then you get to the stage where you've actually achieved that dream, and it's like, okay, you've achieved that one, well, go to the next one now. You've got to do another one, you've got to do another one. So it's constant growth, and as Chloe said, it's constant accountability as well. Like, if you go on the Zooms and you haven't done it, they're like, well, why haven't you done it? Why hasn't it worked? What's stopped you? And you talk about the reasons as to why, and then they're like, okay, well, you need to manage this differently, you need to do this differently, and then they change and grow again. Yeah.
They genuinely care about you as people, which I feel like is such a, it doesn't happen very often, especially when you're growing a business and you've got something as niche as this. Like, they're really caring, and like, if they'll sit there and say, okay, we're going to sit here and celebrate our wins, but also if there's something that's not going on, don't sit there and paint a pretty picture. Like, let's talk about it, let's do better. And that's why I think we find it so helpful that, we can have those conversations.
It's real. You talk about the hardships, you talk about the wins, you talk about what's made you cry, and you talk about what's stressing you out. But everyone in the DBO is so supportive. Like, all of the other schools, it's not a competitive environment, it's supportive, they care for one another, and they want to see other people achieve what they have, and vice versa. So, yeah.
Phil's just about to come on. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited because I was sharing with you earlier that the growth in me since working with him, I've been with him for over 2 years now, and I guess I've seen people come and go from his community, and I've always just stuck because I know that there's always more growth, and just implement like crazy. Everything he says, I'm like, yep, go do it.
I'm excited to hear what it says.
I'm excited because he's done some virtual sessions with the community before, and I've finally managed to nail him down in person.
My name is Phil Graham. I am a business advisor and consultant. I work with over 12,000 entrepreneurs. I came from the world of health and fitness. I was actually the world's first author of the world's first diabetic muscle and fitness guide encyclopedia. So that's where I started, in the world of diabetes, muscle building and fitness, because I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And I turned my mess into my message, started out in fitness, became a championship bodybuilder, and then turned everything from diabetes into a great career as one of the world's leading personal trainers, online coaches, back whenever personal training and online coaching wasn't a thing. Got very, very good at it, decided to write books, encyclopedias, and then lo and behold, disrupted the entire health and fitness industry. And like I say, we've worked with over 12,000 clients now, and it's time to graduate. I'm now moving into the world of mainstream business for SMEs and service-based business owners, which is very exciting. And I met Louise, well, I didn't meet her, I connected with Louise when she slid into my DMs at one point. And
Sounds bad.
we had a conversation about her growth. She'd seen the things that I'd done in my own business, and this is a great lesson for any of you watching. If you want to do great things, be somebody worth modeling. And I built a big behemoth in a very specific niche. I had all the scars on my back, all the lessons, all the insights, and Louise was in a non-competitive industry, and I decided to help her, and well, she's had some pretty damn significant growth from 4K per month to 6-figure months. That's, you do the math, it's colossal. And you know, Louise has entered a market where, again, similar to myself, she's disrupted it, and it's come at a time where she's a first mover, she's a leader, she's a pioneer in her space, and it's really exciting to see her growth and her journey. And there's plenty more to come, and it's all about building the team and systems and infrastructure now to really just take this thing global. You definitely don't have a marketing or sales problem, you have a growth problem, and that's a good problem to have. So we're working on that, and the future's bright, and we're here at our event today where there's lots of different businesses across the UK, Ireland and Europe that are here to learn, grow, connect, and well, just push the boundaries of what's possible.
So, how's the day went?
Fabulous.
So good. We're lost for words.
Give us one word.
Okay, one word.
Go.
Energetic.
Powerful.
Amazing.
Impact.
Inspiring. Fabulous.
Any standout moments for the last few days?
I've cried a lot.
Have you?
Yeah, like secretly just like.
I was like, I didn't.
Wait, my social cue tells me I have to hug
Not maybe for me, but for like, you know, when you see people just having that like moment or like that realization, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm right with you, like yes. Yeah.
Oh, there was a lot of tears. I didn't see you crying, but because you done it quietly.
Secret crying, secret agent, like.
Oh, love
I'm crying
it.
now, you can't tell.
Are you like internally crying?
Panic. Just everybody's, I think, light bulb moments. There were so many of them in the room. I can't think of one particular one right now, but there was just so many people that got a realization from the whole thing, and that was really special, I think.
I literally just had a conversation with someone who, this was their first event, they literally joined the mastermind like not that long ago, and she was like, last night I went to my room feeling so like nervous, not deflated as in like a bad way, but she was just like so overwhelmed with all the information. She was like, and today it's just like pulled it all together. She was like, I now understand. She was like, I'm still a bit stuck, but she was like, I know exactly what direction I'm going in, and I know that you guys will help me. So it was nice to see that like, yeah, like the 2-day works. Yeah. Because it was like yesterday she was. Oh, okay.
Yeah, even for us, I think day one you're a wee bit more nervous. Think the emotions are heightened, and you're like, oh, what to expect, and you're seeing people for the first time in a room, and then by day 2 you're all a bit more relaxed. You're like, hey, seen you yesterday, and it just feels better.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what she was getting at, and also that she's never met any of us before in person.
It's daunting. You're coming in and meeting over 100 people. Yeah, like, that's scary.
But you feel like you know them because you've seen them sort of like a little box.
But she just joined the mastermind, so she's not even been on many calls. So it's like really new.
But you go away a different person.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I had so many conversations with people like walking out the door, and they were saying how it's like the feeling, like not many people mentioned like, oh, and I learned this, and when we got in a conversation they obviously learned things, but it was like the feeling that they felt, and like you can't describe this feeling to somebody who's out with it. And it actually sounds, I know it sounds pure preachy, and I don't mean it like that, but it's like you can't no, from above. But you can't.
We're not a cult, we're a movement. That's what somebody told me earlier, you're a movement.
But it's like you can't describe it, somebody, unless you're here. It's like the connections in the chats, and somebody went, even just when the music came on, I was like, stop. Okay.
Every time Freed from Desire comes on, we're all going to remember like the seat changes.
Yeah, it's like the song from Marbella's will make us cry, and this will just make us hype song.
Yeah, it's the feeling.
Yeah,
That's right.
The energy.
Yeah.
I feel like mine's is like a little bit more of like an internal like realisation. Like I feel really proud of myself.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Good, you're proud.
I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I was so nervous to get up and speak, and then when I got up I was like, you know what you're talking about? Do you know what I mean? And I feel like there's so many people in the room that they know what they're talking about, but they just don't do it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's the fear. And then like, I was talking to Alan like before I came, and he was like, are you going to like always go to these events? I'm like, yeah, forever. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a thing. Like,
Because it's a movement.
yeah,
It's just my life.
Like, I feel like there obviously is some people that will come and they will go, but like, I just can't imagine my life without it. Do you know what I mean? And I know that there's so many people that felt that today.
Yeah.
Like,
We can't imagine our life without you. Also, good opportunity to talk about you 2 years ago.
I know.
Because it's 2-year anniversary.
I know, it's crazy.
2 years ago in the Virgin Hotel, we had a 1-day event, and it was a 2-day event. Ashley wasn't signed up for day 2. Tell them the story.
Well, I just cried.
But we could see her tears.
Yeah, mine were not secret. I was just like, Louise was just talking, because it was small, and it was like you were just right there in front of me, and you were talking, and I just like sobbed, and you were like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't know. Like, you know, when you just have that thing where you're like, I know I need you in my life, like. That's what it was like. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm coming back tomorrow. And then, yeah, still here 2 years later.
She just came back the next day. I love it.
Yeah. I was like, phoned Alan. I was like, you're not working tomorrow. You're watching the kids.
I love that.
I know.
Oh, it feels like 20 years ago. And it was only 2 years.
And even like this time last year, like that was my first time getting on stage.
Yeah.
Because that was when we were talking about my like little journey, like my dance school journey. And remember, like obviously, I was like, oh my god, I can't do that. You can't ask me to do that. And now I'm like,
I can't wait to speak again.
Yeah, I said to Hayley, I was like, see, next time I'm speaking to Louise, and I'm going to be first on the stage because I just want to get it over and done. But yeah, so.
Amazing. For me, there was so many things, but definitely the best moments came from watching all of you. And I'm not just saying that because you're here, but just sitting back and watching everything unfold, watching everyone step into their roles, and just like you were saying about seeing people crying or getting their moment, and you're just like, oh, we're here for you. Just seeing that happen just was special.
I actually watched you were watching Hayley's session, and I was watching you watch Hayley's session, and I was like, wow, she looks like a proud mum.
So many people have said that. So there's sessions happening and people are watching my reaction. I need to remember that. But we know what we're talking about. No, but I'm just sitting, and I think it's the funny thing for me as well is when I hear some of you referring to like, oh, when Louise said this, I'm like, that just feels dead, like surreal. It's so strange. And just seeing the growth in all of you and everybody in this room. And I think someone, when they were just leaving there, she was like, I just feel like I can do anything right now. Like I feel like anything is possible. And I suppose that's the whole point. It's like the energy that we want. And I think a lot of people realising that they can decide what they want from their life, and this is not just about their business. It's not. So much more. People are meeting fiancés and like getting their health in order. And people told me they're better. But people are like, I'm a better mum now, and like all these other things. That's not what we actively teach. I don't teach anybody how to be a better mum, because God knows I need help with that. But I think like just the byproduct, I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's believing in yourself.
And
it spills out everywhere.
Yeah, amazing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Any other wise words before we close?
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh.
Thanks. Be here without you.
Bye. See you in the next vlog.